me feeling like I'm academics. Can't situation, okay?
That's very interesting. All right. We're gonna watch this in a second to continue with some of the Diddy stuff, but let's actually go into some raw shit real quick. This is Rick Ross on the Bootleg Kev show, and he's breaking the silence, or at least according to the headline. Breaking silence on Drake and Kendrick Lamar beef. Let's hear what he has to say. If you didn't know, Rick Ross was kind of caught up in the middle of this, where he even released his own song. He dropped it and premiered it exclusively through us. Salute to my man Sam Sneak. He dropped Champagne Moments, and he had a lot to say about Drake. Now, if you listen to the end of that song, he basically accused Drake of, kind of, stealing from the culture, not really giving back, and also basically saying, hoeing French Montana, supposedly not clearing a song that I guess Ross was supposed to be on as well, not clearing that. And looked like he was standing up for French Montana. French has never talked about it, and we are unclear of French's relationship with Drake because he hasn't said yes, no, up, down, anything about the situation. But here's Rick Ross, and he's speaking on Bootleg Kev Show.
Do you feel like for you, the sport of the rap shit has finally kind of been, because you obviously jumped into the arena with the Kendrick Drake shit that happened. Do you feel like the sport has been like reignited with what has been going on the last year or so?
I'm not just gonna say reignited, but I felt like that was something that was necessary. It was something that the streets needed, the culture needed. Let's clarify this shit. Who gonna really step up to the forefront?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But anything other than that, it's not too dramatic to me. Do some niggas make it more than what it is they could?
I just felt like it was very like you said, it was kind of like a palate cleanse where it was like, oh, we got to really kind of dissect what people are saying in their lyrics real quick.
Yeah. Let's do that. Fuck all the metaphors. No, let's just get down to business and see what's really happening out here.
Yeah, 100%. Could you? I'd heard. Now you can stop me if I'm wrong. What was the root cause of the falling out with Drake? Was it someone had told me it was because of the way he had treated French on a record? Is that?
I mean, I spoke on that on the record I released. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, fuck that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Cause y'all got classics together.
If it's real niggas, if real niggas gonna stay real, that's it. You know what I'm saying? Was it something really deep? Nah, fuck that though. But if you pussy, you pussy. If it's real, it's real. And that's what it is.
Could that ever be something you could ever see, like you guys talking it out? And you guys have so many classics together, such a long history together.
You never know. If a nigga send me a bottle of Luke Belaire, especially the white one, you
the
never
white
know.
Bottle, yeah.
Yeah,
the white bottle
go for any of these young niggas out here.
Especially if it's a Magnum.
Send me a white Belaire bottle and I'll take a picture with you because that white Belaire bottle is the, you know what I'm saying?
Yo, that nigga Ross promotes through everything, and I feel like he uses these topics just to get his promotion off, right? Like everything is always strategically placed. Ross is, and I hate to use this, especially now in this context while this case is going on, but Ross is like Diddy, a very shameless promoter. Like he'll just, at every moment, it could be at a funeral. Yeah, I know that nigga dead, and y'all about to put him in the earth, man. But the last memory I have with that nigga, man, me and him was popping a bottle of Rosé Belaire, man. We were popping that white bottle. And you know how that white bottle get, man. You know that shit be on the stores right now. I think it's a discount. Y'all think go down there by the store? But I know he did die and shit like that. But yo, I ain't gonna lie. The last conversation I had with him, he told me the last thing he wanted a nigga to put in his casket is to put in a black bottle up in the casket. You know what I mean? That's the type of nigga Ross is. He'll promote anywhere.
You break down, because it's so crazy. We talked about that Power Circle record. You've always had such a great ear. One of the greatest ears ever. When it comes to beats,
see when I put Kendrick on that record,
yes, you put Kendrick on Power Circle alongside the whole label, Stally,
I'm down,
Gunplay.
I'm down in Miami, all the way on the other side of the map. But it's just certain things I could watch. It's certain things that I understand. And when it come to music, I believe I got a vision for it. That's it. I've been watching and studying that shit since I was in the first grade. You know what I mean? So it's certain things that I can see. You know what I mean?
So you just kind of knew with the Kendrick thing, because at that time he was bubbling, but I felt
No,
like
he was a new. You know, he
at
was a
that
young
time
nigga.
you were like MMG's the hottest fish
Yeah.
grease.
And I was like, I understand who this young nigga is right here. Come get on this record. Let's all rap on this record. And it's not about now. It wasn't that he was huge. It was for the sport.
Yeah,
It
and
was for the sport.
I'd like to give a shout out to Gunplay for having one of the greatest verses of all time.
Gunplay
Oh,
always
cartoons and
have.
serials?
oh my god!
Yeah.
No,
Oh, you
no,
talking about
cartoons
Power
and
Circle?
serials different. Oh my
Yeah,
god,
yeah,
cartoons
yeah,
and serials
yeah,
fucking
yeah, 'cause he
different.
got- he-
Gunplay got a lot
he
of classic
got off on
verses.
Kendrick on
What
that
did
one.
he say? It's all I can see now. Oh,
Yeah.
I will not be Nina.
Yeah, he went in on that.
Oh yeah. Shout out to Gun. How's Gunplay doing, dog? One of the most underrated rappers of all time.
No, he not. Niggas know what time it is.
No, I know, but I'm talking about when it comes to the big talks.
Nah.
All right, is that all on the Drake thing?
He's
nigga-
underrated. Super high remix.
Right.
I remember
Names you said. These niggas.
specifically was the Nip thing from like I know you know he obviously gave you a lot of love. He said he fucks with Rick Ross because he's teaching wealth, and I know you guys have such a long history, but how close was that actually to becoming a thing?
And you know what? This is something I just want to say because I be seeing niggas on podcasts speaking on such old shit, trying to recant, and I don't be knowing how to feel about it. What I want to say is all the names you said, these niggas to me were already icons. The same way I say Nino Breezer, because I already know, I have a feeling. You understand? I remember us just talking about, you know, both our ideas.
Right.
We just went, smoked weed, got tattoos, shit like that. Nigga just ate good, real nigga shit.
Yeah, no, it's crazy because I feel like you're one of the only artists who God is kind of taking that same model and just. Are you still with Def Jam?
Of course not.
You had left Def Jam a while ago. You ended up messing with Gamma, right?
Yeah. Shout out to the team over at Gamma.
Larry, shout out to Larry. Yeah.
I thought he went to Sony first, or I could be tripping.
Lab with him. Had to be. Were you nervous? Was it a vibe?
Okay. I mean, I don't know really what to take from it. I don't think he said a lot of anything. I think, you know, the real reason of why him and Drake are beefing it's kind of evaded me at this point because I don't know why they're beefing. I don't know why they really got into it. Ross has kind of fell back off the point, which he initially had said on the record. He said, yo, you hold over French. And I got to imagine the reason why he's falling back off that point, French has probably said, yo, bro, I don't got no problem with Drake. You're making it seem like I got an issue with Drake. I don't got no issue with Drake. And I think we've seen him just kind of fall back off that point. I don't know where it is with Ross and Drake. You know what I mean? Actually, I heard about why it was some smoke. What was the issue? I forgot. But clearly Ross ain't willing to, you know me, I would have leaked it right now. What the fuck? I forgot. I'm going to try to remember for next time. But yeah, I had heard about it. Anyway, Ross hasn't given the full reason yet, but the idea that it was because of just French looked like that was just kind of cap, right? It was a lot more than that, right? I think I told y'all. Didn't I tell y'all? I told y'all what the reason was. It wasn't over French. It was some other shit. It wasn't over French. It wasn't over. It's over that one girl. Didn't I tell y'all? I thought I told y'all. Whatever.
I say, were you nervous?